Good night, Diana. How are you?
Good night, Miss. I'm good. A little bit tired, but I'm good. How about you?
Well, it's been a very long day. Well, and I feel tired too, but well, patience, right? You have to go on.
Yeah, for me it was a very long night, so I'm sleepy, very sleepy.
Sorry for keeping on silence.
Don't worry.
Well, I'm back. Good night, Pablo. How was your day?
Good night. Good
Thanks,
night. Good. All good.
thanks you both for being always on time. I really appreciate that.
Don't worry.
Okay, let me see. Did you have the chance to check the slides maybe? Following that information, is there any question we might take in count?
Today I didn't have the chance. I was very busy.
It was a hard day, so.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. But okay, let me open the presentation in order to check the specific vocabulary that is going to be into the test. And of course, it's going to be in the homework file. But I need you to start practicing and checking these specific slides for not missing the information, okay?
Okay.
Okay, give me a second to share the screen. And it's gonna be in a second. Okay, I think I can do it now. Yes. Can you watch my screen?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. Well, as you know, yesterday we were checking lots of definitions and specific vocabulary, right? I mean, in a very big, what we can say. Let's go. Check please the abbreviations in the specialties, because well, they're gonna be into homework file. But also in the test, I'm gonna send 3 or 4 for practicing and memorizing them. That's why this acronym helps a lot. It's a joke, but actually it works. Okay, this chart is very important. I mean, important because of the specific vocabulary it has, specific expressions, for example, admitted to, or the verb clerk, or the word round, or discharge, these details, okay? Practice on this, check it. This paragraph is so clear. And well, that's the process then that we usually follow into an emergency room, right? Is there any question about this specific chart from yesterday, maybe?
Maybe about the word. The word is like saying sala de internación or something like that.
Word like this.
Yeah.
When you get into the emergency room, in the emergency department, I mean, and you get into, you see lots of beds. Each bed with its own curtains is a ward.
Okay.
That's the word, okay?
Okay.
On the word, I mean on that specific place, because you are not going to be assisted with in front of everybody, you need a private place, right?
Yeah.
We use the curtains to make a very small room just for you in order to evaluate you properly. That's the word, okay?
Okay.
The ward rounds, of course, when doctors go that bed by bed, evaluating patients again, that's the ward round. As a compound word, you know, it's that moment when, well, very stressful for students and residents, and when you have the chance to support the information and the evaluation you made.
Okay.
Okay, check this, okay?
Okay.
Well, about shifts, I think it's clear from nurses. I'm interested on this part, support workers specialization. Why? Because there are functions that our colleagues catch during their job. So memorize this in order to catch the meaning of them. And well, noticing, it's better noticing that there are differences in their job similar to doctors. We get a specialty in order to follow a specific branch. They made the same, right? Then about allied medical professions, checks all the meanings, all the details, the difference between physiotherapists, between physios and OTS. Is that clear, right?
Okay. Yeah.
It's clear, I think. Working with disability, of course, to just improve their capabilities of patients with these conditions, but you cannot get back to a normal situation, we can say between quotation marks, okay? For them, it's a normal situation being with disability, but for us, of course not. They have different capabilities. In that way, they work with this. That's the most important detail we have to consider about physiotherapy, the OTS and the physios.
All right.
Then social workers, I think it's possible to catch solving problems, solving, housing, unemployment, family problems, family conflicts, maybe a very hard relationship between children and parents could be, or between the rest of the family, or there are situations where the patient is completely alone, no family, no friends, and the social worker is the one who runs with everything and catches all the information from doctors and takes decisions. It's a very, very important professional in my opinion, and sometimes it's not considered as a support. About technicians, I think it's clear, right? The difference between ambulance technician and paramedic. Is that possible to catch it?
I think so.
Okay, it's clear, I think, right? Well, prosthetists and opticians are of course, easy to catch. And well, the words in capital letters are the vocabulary we must memorize, because I'm gonna include this into the test, but of course not the whole test, just details, right? All the words. Let me show you a small detail from the next class, because there you have lots of information about it. In next class, we are going to check details that, well, on Monday, you are going to receive this theoretical class. But now let's make a fast view because it's too short. Here we are going to consider degrees in medicine, how to become a doctor, a general practitioner from the career, because almost all countries take 6 years for becoming a doctor, 5 into the faculty and 1 year of internship. And well, that's the way it works. Give it a minute, please. It's uploading. I'm gonna send it with the homework file in order to get all the information and make it possible to do. But on Monday, I'm gonna explain details. Hospitals, primary care, medical education. I mean the process of being into the career. I'm sorry, it's uploading. Let's give a minute, please. It's my internet. It's not so good at this moment.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yes, it happens. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sharing again. Can you watch my screen? A blue one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. We are going to talk about hospitals, primary care, medical education, the process of becoming a doctor during the faculty, as I was telling you. And how to become a resident in 2 specific countries, in USA and UK. Why we take in count these 2 countries? Because medical English, right? The program for becoming a resident in that countries is completely different from Latin America. They don't take just one test. It's a very long process. They take evaluations while you are working. That's why I think it's better. As you can see, more abbreviations here. All of them has a meaning, of course, and you have to catch all the meaning so fast or not becoming lost. Well, more meanings. Health services, just examples. The organizations in the healthcare systems in USA, and of course in Bolivia, because almost all the students are from Bolivia. These meanings, when you catch important meanings, that is the slide you have to memorize, or you have to practice to the test, okay?
Okay.
This is the first, it continues here. And then medical education, as I was telling you. It's just general information for catching how to make it. It's possible to do it. The foundation programs are in UK and USA, and it's the basic information how it works, but of course it has lots of extra details to consider. In Oceania, they also work in the same way in Australia. The ranges, the hierarchy, and medical qualifications in lots of other places, and just a general view about the overseas.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to the group for checking these slides too and practicing, because well, you certainly need it for completing the homework file that I'm gonna send, okay?
Okay.
So let's pay attention on this and, well, patience, right? I'm sending the pool to take attendance to Pablo, Diana, and Andrea. Elena, you are in the next group. You came earlier, but there's no trouble on this. Okay.
Got it.
I need one pool more. Yeah. I need 3 answers. Okay, Diana, is there a question about it? About the information I'm showing you now? Oops, Diana. Well, Andrea. Hi.
Oh, no, I don't have any question.
No questions. Is that clear until this point, right? It's clear, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so please wait for the homework file because I have to complete it. But if I cannot send it tonight, I'm gonna send it tomorrow during the day. Similar to the previous job. Okay, as soon as I finish it, I'm gonna send it. And well, it's gonna be the key to get into the class, to the final test. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay, Pablo, did you fill the pool,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Andrea, did you fill the pool?
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, if you want, you can leave. I'm gonna wait for Diana. I think she has something to do. Yeah. I'm gonna start with the next students, okay? See
Okay,
you Monday.
bye.
Please keep on
Okay,
studying,
bye.
reading, catch all as much information as you can from the slides.
Okay.
Okay,
Thanks,
see
bye.
you. Bye-bye. Hi, Jacqueline. How are you?
Hi,
Jacqueline.
teacher.
Hi,
Fine,
how
thank
are
you.
Everything okay?
Yes, but I didn't understand well because I arrived a little late when you were finishing the
No, don't worry.
explanation.
No. Yes, now it is your time from 8:15 to 8:30. You are on time. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna explain it again.
Okay.
Okay. Let me ask Diana if she's well. There's no trouble if she stays because I think. Okay. Let me explain this to you. Well, from this point, yesterday we had a very theoretical class, I think. The worst of everything, in my opinion, yeah. Do you have a question about it? Something you would like to check again, maybe? Or everything was
A lot
possible?
of information, as you said.
Yes, a lot of new terms, right?
Yes.
But now I'm showing during this workshop which slides you have to study, not everything, because the two last presentations give a general idea about how it works. But in order to take enough time for studying, I'm gonna show you the specific slides you have to study, okay? We're not making a mess because it's important to get the correct information at the moment, right? Okay, can you watch my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, great. It's not working. Okay, now it is. Okay, let's see. Well, here you got just, let's see, I
See?
never,
Practitioner.
no, practitioners. I always eat that word, that letter, that C. Well, patients. In this slide, you get the meanings. What is a medical practitioner? What is a general practitioner? Who's a clinician? So there's a general vocabulary that it could be a good idea to try to memorize, okay?
Okay.
This is just general information. And now the abbreviations in the specialties are a topic that you should memorize, okay? The meanings, for example, obs and gyn, obstetrics and gynecology, or ortho, orthopedics, EM, emergency medicine, details like that. Here you have some examples, but just for giving the first view how it works, okay? Both medical practitioners too. But the hierarchy is just for showing the hierarchy. This is the chart. This is the slide we should memorize properly with more time, because you have here lots of vocabulary that is necessary at the moment, okay? Expressions, for example, like admitted to could be, or for example, new admissions or word rounds. They work like compound words in order to show you that for catching the properly meaning, they have to go together. For example, word round cannot go word in alone or different from the moment that this expression describes. Have you ever been into the hospital, Elena?
Sorry, teacher.
Have you ever been into the hospital? I mean, have you ever been admitted into the hospital?
As a patient, yes.
Yes,
Because I am not the doctor, yes.
Yes. I know it. I know that you're a professor, and it's different for you. Do you remember when you went into the hospital? Do you remember your diagnosis? Which was the situation?
I don't know how to say, but I have problems. What can I say in English? I don't know.
Tell me, there's
Me operaron.
okay. You got a surgery, a gallbladder surgery.
Yes, surgery. Mhm.
Okay. So you know, so you get into by the emergency room, by the emergency department, right? You were
Right.
admitted. You were admitted into the emergency department. You were evaluated at the beginning from a doctor, I think. And then he took the provisional diagnosis, started relieving pain,
Mhm.
and take all the information. He clerks to you. He completed your medical history and makes the physical exam, right?
Okay, yes.
In that way, when he had almost all the information done, he called the specialist or the resident, which hospital you were admitted to.
General hospital.
Great. In the general hospital, you got residents. The resident in this paragraph could be the register. The resident goes and checks all the information from the doctor that checks you in the first time. And if everything was okay, well, that's the green light. They continue with their job. But if anything was supposed to be there and it was not at the moment, well, the resident started taking investigations, made more questions, and your physical exam, right? According to that, they support the diagnosis or add new ones.
Right.
Then while being in the emergency, the surgeon goes to visit to you, right? The consultant.
Right.
He evaluates you. He decides that you are a new admission and you have to stay into the hospital for the surgical procedure. And when the specialist, the surgeon goes to check you, is the word round. Is that moment when the group of doctors and nurses goes to check you together, right? It's so comfortable for the patient, but it's necessary to combine ideas, to exchange information, and maybe improve the treatment. That's why it works in this way. The word, as a single word like this, is, for example, when you get into the emergency room, there are beds, right? And every bed has its own curtains, right? And it's a small, we can say between quotation marks, room. That's a word, el cubículo.
Yeah, yeah.
Just word is that a specific space at a specific place. And the word round as a compound word is the moment all doctors go to visit you and evaluate the information that the other doctors get and decide the final treatment, the correct diagnosis. In your case, you were admitted, you received a surgical procedure, you got into the hospital, you stood at the hospital for 3 days or 4 maybe, and then you were discharged because everything was okay and you were in enough conditions to go home. You were discharged home and that's all, right? This vocabulary in capital letters, please practice because I'm gonna send meanings or maybe combining columns to talk about the meanings, okay?
Okay, sure.
Following your example, I think it's easier to catch the meanings, right?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, the shifts. Okay, about nurses, I'm interested on the nursing grades because we have to, we know that it's a very different career. As a fact, they are not the same than doctors. They have different occupations, different activities, different objectives. And we have to realize that they have a different grades. So check this slide and this slide too. Support workers and the specialization, these two. We don't need the nurse's role because it's not important at this point, but this one is going to be in the test, okay?
Okay.
Prepare, check this. And about allied medical professionals, of course, we have to check the difference and be extremely clear about physios and OTS. Physios work with people who has a, I don't know, a situation that has a complete solution. They can come back to the previous life. They recovered completely. With the OTS, they work with people with disability, with different capabilities, I mean. And for this patient, this is a normal situation, right? But for us, not. So it's not possible to consider that they are going to be like you, for example. They go until their capabilities let them to live. For example, blindness, they cannot catch the vision again, right? So for them it's normal, but for us not. For the rest of the people, the general idea, I mean. OTS just with disabilities, with different capabilities. Physios with people who had no disabilities, just a medical situation that has a full recovery process, okay?
Okay.
Social workers, chiropractors or podiatrists, check them. From this, technicians, X-ray technicians, ambulance technicians, paramedics. The difference between ambulance technician and paramedic is clear. Is there no problem, I mean, on this? Are they clear how they work and what they do with the paramedics? There is a huge
Yes,
difference.
it's
Okay,
clear.
it's clear. Okay, perfect. Check this. And well, the vocabulary in capital letters from opticians, prosthetists, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Until this point, is there a question maybe?
Yes, for the test, teacher, is it going to be about everything?
About the 8 group of slides that I sent to the group, to the ones who were getting into the classes. Do you have all the presentations?
This last one, no, I don't have that you are showing me right now.
I sent it to you yesterday night.
Yeah, it's the same. I remember that it was more than today. I don't know. More information
Oh,
about is it the same?
yes, it's the same.
Yeah,
It's the
okay,
same.
okay, teacher, I have, sorry. I was
Okay.
thinking that it is summary, something like that.
No, it is the same. I'm just
Okay.
showing you with different examples the information for catching the specific slides you have to study.
Okay, teacher, I have so.
Okay, so did you fill the pool?
No, I didn't. Today I didn't.
Okay, let me send it to you to take your attendance, okay?
Okay.
Great, can you watch the pool?
Okay.
Don't forget the test is gonna be on Tuesday. Okay, great, thank you. The test is gonna be on
Tuesday or on Thursday, teacher?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
the
Oh,
last
okay. All right.
We have the last theoretical class on Monday, and the next day is gonna be the test.
All right. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna send to the group the rules of the test by a message. And of course, you have homework files for this weekend for continue studying the last 3 presentations. I mean, Monday, Wednesday, and the next presentation too. Why the next presentation? Because there is a specific vocabulary you must check, okay?
Okay.
Let me show it to you because your classmates are not coming. It's their choice. In this presentation, we are considering hospitals, a general view how they work, primary care, the process of becoming a doctor and a specialist, how to become a resident. I mean that in medical education. And the overseas doc, just a fast view how a doctor works in a day. About hospitals, well, details for check-in services. As you can see, lots of abbreviations that we must practice and memorize. It's similar to Spanish abbreviations because with them, it's easier to get everywhere.
Okay.
Meanings for practicing. So when you catch some important meanings, this is the slide you have to practice on because it's going to be on the test.
Okay.
Maybe in a paragraph, maybe for giving me the meanings of the words, I don't know, but you have to be clear on this. Well, just a comparison between the healthcare system in Bolivia and USA. You catch here important meanings again. This slide is going to be in the test. And this is the continuous part, okay, the second part.
Okay.
About medical education, just a general view, the process of becoming a doctor, then a resident. There are different programs, so we are going to check UK and USA systems for becoming in a better information. The overseas, just for how it works, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna when I send the homework file, I'm gonna send at that moment this last presentation and then the rest of the information you need. Okay.
Okay. The homework is for Monday.
I'm gonna check according to the contents. I'm gonna decide if it's gonna be for Monday or Tuesday. Okay.
Okay. Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Okay. So see you Monday. Okay, Elena.
Bye, teacher. See you on Monday.
See you. Bye bye. Good night, Sarah. How are you? How was your day?
Hi, teacher. Good night. Everything's okay. And you? How was your day?
Well, a very busy day, but
Yeah.
it happens when you have children.
Yes. Teacher, I
Yes.
have a question first. The quiz is going to be next Tuesday?
Yes, Tuesday. We are
Okay.
finished with module 1. As you
Okay.
know, there are 8 theoretical classes and 8 workshops. The last workshop is a test.
Okay. Yes. I just have that question because I think it was the last Tuesday of this month, but for me it's better this Tuesday.
Okay, great. No, it's this Tuesday. So
Okay.
this is the last workshop when we have the chance to talk or maybe solve a specific question, maybe a detail that you are in trouble maybe. And well, on Monday, the last theoretical class, and on Tuesday, the final test.
Okay. Perfect.
Maybe.
Okay.
So yesterday, well, we got the presentation, right? Do
Yeah.
you have a question about it, maybe?
From yesterday, no.
I think it was an easy presentation in order to catch the meanings because they are so general, right?
Yes, it's about the system and the general things in medical and the specialities. Yes.
Yes, general vocabulary, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, in order to make it better, let me show you the slides. You must pay more attention for the test, okay? For
Okay.
not memorizing words that at this moment are not necessarily following the objective of the test.
Okay.
Okay, well, here you have the first meanings. We all know about it.
Mhm.
Here we are. Here you got some abbreviations, right? Abbreviations in
Yes. About the
this.
specialities. Uh-huh.
Yes, check this because we certainly need to get all in mind, or the ones that I'm showing you for practicing. For example, EM, emergency medicine,
Yeah.
or orthopedics, of course, OB/GYN,
Obstetrics.
PM and R, physical medicine and rehabilitation.
Rehabilitation.
Yes, in order to practice, to memorize them, keep on checking the information that I'm giving you now, okay?
Okay.
Then about medical practitioners, Well, the hierarchies are just for comparison. We are interested on these meanings, team, multidisciplinary teams, and this slide is very important because the expressions we get in capital letters, right?
Okay.
For example, admitted to, the clerk, to clerk as a verb, how it works. Word alone, what's the meaning of word? Or word round as a compound word, what's the
Okay.
meaning of? Can you realize what word alone is? What this word is showing us? Is that clear, that concept?
The word. I
Yes.
think.
Yes, tell me.
Uh, I don't
What
know
do
if
you
it's that is like. I don't know how to explain that.
try to do it? You can do it. I think you
It's,
got the concept in Spanish, but it's difficult to translate into English, right?
yes.
Okay, so for example, when you get into the emergency room and you see there are lots of beds, right?
Yeah.
Every bed has its own curtains and makes a very small space. That
Yes.
place that become private, that's the word.
Yeah.
That's the word, okay? That's the place where you can become in private, well, in quotation marks private, because the sound says everything. And there the person has the chance to evaluate you properly, okay, without everybody watching you, right?
Yeah.
And what about word round as a compound word?
It's like when you are going with the specialty and another doctor and you are going to see all the patients.
All the patients, great.
Yeah.
You go word by word during the word round, evaluating all the patients. The consultant is the specialist, the big one, the boss, the service, the one who decides who gets into the hospital as a new admission or who has to be discharged, the patient that has is in condition to go home, right?
Right.
About clerk as a term, the junior doctor or the general practitioner who's an emergency doctor and clerks the patient, makes the anamnesis, it means.
Okay.
As a verb. The expression is clerk. It's to make the anamnesis with the whole and complete information.
I get it.
Please check all of this paragraph, catch the meanings of these expressions, because I'm gonna, well, you are going to see in the test. I'm gonna prepare the test, taking this information, maybe giving me the meanings, or maybe crossing information into columns. Well, you know, there are many ways to check these meanings, okay?
Okay.
Well, shifts are so clear. About nurses. Of course, it's a different career, and I'm interested in this part, that you realize the grades of nursing, the nursing grades, and the support workers and a specialization, no more than that. That's the most important part, in my opinion, because we have to know that they work in their own career with different branches, and that's all. But how to call them properly is the fact, right?
Right.
About allied medical professionals, well, we have to get in mind the difference, for example, about physios and OTS, right?
Yeah.
That's a very huge detail. OTS, working with disabilities, just people with different capabilities, and physios, people who help patients to recover their movement, their normal activity. They can go back with a normal life without any consequence. OTS works on the consequences for helping patients to get a better lifestyle, right?
Right.
Like this guy, he lost his foot, so he's using prostheses, and they teach him how to walk again. It's to live with the consequences. social workers, podiatrists, technicians, well, all the light medical professions that I'm showing here are the ones that are going to be into the test.
Okay.
Maybe not all of them. I have to check the information and prepare the file. I have to finish this, but check, because in my opinion, here are the most important ones, the most common ones. Okay.
Okay.
Well, prosthetists or orthotists, opticians, of course, the same. And well, in capital letters, the meanings, the specific vocabulary we must realize, okay?
Okay.
On Monday, we have the last theoretical presentation, the last theoretical class. Let me give you a fast view, because this presentation I'm gonna send to the group in order to start reading and complete the homework file, because there is some vocabulary that is into the file, the homework file.
Okay.
And I consider that if I give you the class and the next day the test, it's not enough time to study new vocabulary. Here, when you receive the file, you can see here lots of abbreviations, right?
Yeah.
Lots of services, so check all of this, okay? Keep
Okay.
on catching it. When you see this, some important meanings or just important meanings, that's a slide when you are going to have vocabulary into the test. Please pay attention to these slides, to these meanings, because it's a specific vocabulary we must learn, the specific expressions, okay?
Okay.
For example, outpatients, inpatients, admitted, details how the patient is admitted into the hospital, when a patient is discharged. Just example, well, the system organization structure is just example between United States and Bolivia, because I live here.
Yes.
Just reason. And again, we have important meanings. We know,
Okay.
okay? Pay attention to this. On Monday, I'm gonna explain in detail lots of these words, these expressions, these meanings. But as a first view, filling the homework file, it's a good way to study and to get ready to the test, okay?
Okay.
This is the first important meanings, and this is the second slide with meanings, okay? So
Okay.
this one is this one too. Medical education is the process to when you become a doctor, a general practitioner, and how to become a resident in UK and USA. And then, well, how it works, because it's different in every country.
Yeah.
The foundation program, just a fast view showing how it works, very, very fast, very, very superficial, but it's possible to catch the idea, because you have the chance while you are waiting for the result of the new step you are getting as a trainee. You can continue working and practicing. You don't lose time expecting and waiting for an answer. You don't have to stay home. You have to keep on movement.
Yeah.
Then more vocabulary showing you, well, medical education and medical qualifications, just as an example, because every country has its own qualifications. It's different. It's from UK, for example. Some of them are
Okay.
similar to other countries, but no, it's not objective. And overseas, but overseas is just a general view. Okay.
Okay. Okay, teacher.
Okay. Okay, Sarah, let me send you the pool to take attendance, okay?
Okay.
Okay, can you watch the pool?
Yes.
Great.
I send you now.
Okay, great.
Okay. So see you.
See you Monday, and please start reading, because the test is coming from all the slides. All the group of slides is sent to the ones who are in class, okay?
Okay, teacher. It's okay. Okay. Have a good weekend.
Thank you so much. Have a great weekend too.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Good night, Dorian. How are you? How was your day?
Good night.
Everything okay, Dorian?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let me see. Yesterday we got a theoretical class. Do you have a question about it?
Not really. It was just interesting.
Yes, well, it's general vocabulary at this point, right?
Yeah.
Vocabulary that we certainly need for understanding these meanings properly, in my opinion. But now, well, this workshop, I'm focused on show you the slides that you really need to pay attention to catch the specific vocabulary that is gonna be into the final test, okay?
Yeah.
For example, here, you got some meanings: medical practitioner, clinician, GPs, okay? It's general, but it's gonna be into the test because it was in the homework file. Well, it's gonna be in the homework file, it's better to say that. Specialties, well, it's the way to catch the meanings. Just, in my personal opinion, I'm not going to take it in count, but here it works. You have here some abbreviations, right? Try to check this, the first ones that I'm showing you here, and catch the way to abbreviate this, the meanings, and start memorizing how it works, because it's going to be into the test.
Okay.
Abbreviations about the specialties, and the whole abbreviations I'm sending into the previous slide, in the whole classes.
Okay.
About the staff. Well, this hierarchy is just for showing you. Well, medical teams, of course, the meanings, what's a team, what's a multidisciplinary teams. And this is the chart we have to check. We have to pay attention in detail, okay? Here you got lots of expressions, lots of words that are specific about medical English and are giving us the properly way to talk, okay? For example, admitted to, as a compound word, always together, admitted to, and always in past, okay? For example, word alone, just word has one meaning, but word round as a compound word, as an expression, it's another way to get the interpretation. Can you catch the difference on them? What's a word? Just word. What's the meaning of this? Can you explain it to me, please?
The meaning of word?
Yes, how you understand this word?
Like,
yesterday, we have not too much time. I cannot explain all the details because we could be out of the hour. But word as a specific medical word, what's the meaning of this for you? What do you understand for this?
I'm not really clear about that on the word, where they will receive treatment care. Like,
Okay,
like on a specific room, I don't know, emergency room, something like that.
Okay, let me give you, you are catching the idea, but it's not as clear as it should be. For example, when you get into the emergency department, the emergency room, you see around all the beds that are in that room, right? And every bed has the chance to get own curtains, right? These curtains make a small private place, right? When the patient can be evaluated without any trouble. That place is the ward.
Okay.
Now, is that possible to catch the meaning, right? You were on the idea, you got the idea, but it's better to get clear without confusion what word means, right?
Yeah.
What about word round?
Like
as a common word?
Like the specific doctors or group, it's gonna rotate in a certain specific time, something like that, or around.
Perfect, you catch the meaning. With the word rounds, all the medical team goes to check you, not just the specialty or the specific doctor that is going to be responsible for you, all the medical team. The nurse, the resident, the student, the specialist, maybe, I don't know, the physio, maybe the nutrition, if you were asking for their opinion, right?
Yes.
The word round, as you said, it has a specific times. According to the situation, they can be morning, afternoon, and night, or just morning and night. It's different, and every hospital is not the same, tell you by experience.
Yeah.
About clerk as a word, do you understand this meaning? This word is a specific expression.
Yeah, like take the vital signs or examine them. That's something like
Okay,
that.
that's a part. Yeah, that's a part. When you clerk a patient, you make the complete anamnesis, you take all the information, you make questions, you write down, for example, general information, the main complaint, you prepare the case report, and then you make the physical exam. All the process
Okay.
to evaluate the patient in detail is to clerk a patient. Okay?
Okay.
Take the medical history. It's not just the physical exam, it's take the social history, antecedents, previous pathologies, to look for information in detail in a very short period of time. I mean, you don't have 1 hour to do that. You only have 15 minutes maybe. And while practicing, you catch the properly questions to make it, and it's possible to realize or to understand or to catch the correct information so fast. Okay, that's to clerk, to take the complete information on the physical exam. So please pay attention on this slide and practice the vocabulary, okay? Because some expressions from this are gonna be into the final test.
Okay.
Well, shifts is clear. About nurses, well, we have a grades. I'm interested on this, on the grades and support workers and specialization. No more than that about nursing. Why not? Because in my personal opinion, I think that to catch the difference on these grades and the difference on this specialization and support is the way to catch their job. They are a very different career. We are related in some points, but of course they are not the same, right? So take this in count, okay? Practice this vocabulary, and well, with the homework file, it's gonna be easier to catch the differences. About allied medical professions, well, we got the difference between physios and OTS, right? Physios for people who have the chance to recover completely without consequences, without troubles. But OTS with people in disability or with different capabilities who have to get a better lifestyle. They help them to catch the best lifestyle they can. And they learn how to live with consequences, like this guy. He lost his feet and now he's using prostheses. He has to learn how to walk again now with these devices, right? That's a new normality for them. And the OTS, they are prepared for this. In Bolivia, of course, the physiotherapist makes everything, the work of a physio and the work of a OTS, but the properly way is to divide their professions, their activities, okay? Then let's check about social workers, podiatrists, and technicians. About technicians, I think was clear. The difference, ambulance technician and paramedic, as a fact, right? They have some specific activities and they have different occupations, right? They have different responsibilities.
Yes.
It's clear, right?
Yes. It's pretty clear to me.
Perfect. About prosthetists and opticians, checking the capital letters, the meanings, and the words that are specific related with them. And that's all, I think. Okay.
Okay.
On Monday, we have our last theoretical class. In that theoretical class, I'm gonna show you this. Hospitals, how they work, a very fast view how they are organized, and this again, more abbreviations, okay?
Okay.
So we have to practice on this. Aye. Then we get, when you catch a slide that says some important meanings, and you have this list, this slide is gonna be in homework file and in final test. Please study this without the trouble, okay? Here you are checking outpatients, inpatients, discharge, admitted, all details that we must know, right?
Okay.
Healthcare services, just an example. This is a comparison between the healthcare system in USA and Bolivia. Just extra information and now important meanings about primary care. All of these meanings from this slide and this one, study of them, okay? So let's pay attention on this. On medical education, we are going to see how to become a general practitioner, how to complete the 5 theoretical classes, and then the internship. And in UK and USA, the 2 programs for becoming a specialist. I mean, the foundation program and how it works, how they decide if you get into the residency course or not. And well, organization, how it works, just as a general view about medical education, the responsibles of each part of the process, and medical qualifications. Just an example from UK because it's so clear. But well, in every place, in every country, it's different. It's just an example for catching how it works, okay? Overseas, just extra information that is for catching vocabulary. But vocabulary that I think it could be important at any moment, okay?
Okay.
Any question about it?
No, I'm enough read and some information related to the UK and all its department, how it's organized. I think it's not gonna be a problem for me. Yeah.
Great, it works.
I just got one. I have a question.
Let me know.
This is gonna be part of the final test also, or just for the exercises
No.
they're gonna send.
No, it's gonna be a part of the final test.
Okay.
The slides that I'm showing you, important meanings or details that I'm telling you now, are the slides that are going to be into the final test. I'm showing you that because I consider that it's not correct to show you the class on Monday and take the test on Tuesday. Of course not. You need more time to catch the vocabulary, to practice on this. Well, make your best effort, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
On
Tuesday.
Yes, Tuesday at 8 p.m. I'm gonna send a message to the group explaining the details, how the test is gonna be. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, perfect, Dorian. The homework file,
Yes.
I'm gonna send it tomorrow during the day because I have to finish this. I didn't finish it yet because I am out of time, but I have to take enough.
Okay.
I have to catch. I have to do it. And then
Don't worry.
send the last presentation and the homework file to get all the material properly, okay?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So keep on reading, keep on checking all the slides because the test is coming from the slides, of course. And you know, that's all I think.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna catch on that. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. So see you Monday, dear, okay?
Yeah, have a great night.
Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Great. At this point, not all my students are attending, so let's wait this last group because, well, they should come, but they are not. I have students that are left before they checked, no, after they checked the homework file. It's 9:01. Let's wait a little bit. I hope she gets into because she has no absences. I have only 2 students without absences at this point. Let's wait. Who knows, they could be, they could lose this. Okay, I'll be back as soon as my next student gets into. So let's wait a little bit, please. Okay, let me show you this detail. At night, we're supposed to come Rinaldi, Juan Octavio, and Laura. They are still on time, so let's wait. Rest of the people from the previous groups that did not attend to the class. Anyway, I'm not gonna give a chance because they know their schedule. Nobody told me anything about coming late. So let's wait some minutes, and according to that, I'm gonna decide if I stay or if I leave. So I'll be back with my next student. Bye-bye. There are 7 minutes and my students are not attending. Certainly, I want to leave. Let's wait a little bit more. And according to that, I'm going to decide if I stay or not. Bye. Okay, my students are not attending at 9 and 12, so I'm gonna leave because they are not going to come, and I'm not going to stay later because if they come later, not. So 9 and 12, check the screen. Let me show you again who we're supposed to get into. And they decided not to come. Haha. It's not for me. Always they made the same. There were supposed to be Rinaldi, Juan Octavio, and Laura, and well, lots of students that didn't attend in previous schedule. Okay, thumbs up. I'm leaving because I know they are not attending.